Do you suffer from losing trades? Being depressed from losing trades? Punching or breaking things because of losing trades? Well, we have a cure for that. WoodsBot sends premium, high-quality trades right to your phone, anytime, anywhere, so you can actually enjoy trading, making money, and not breaking things. Side effects of WoodsBot includes extreme euphoria, winning trades, stops rage, cures trading depression, and you snipe entries. Sign up and join our Discord today.
What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we're going to go over some quick analysis and show you guys what's popping in the market before the year ends. Now let's jump into the charts. So BTC here, I have trading around this 3-day order block that I have drawn here. We've swept through the level, came back above. Now we've been pretty much chopping in between these 3-day order blocks that I have drawn here. You see how we continuously close these 3-day candles above this block, and we're closing these 3-day candles below that block. So this shows you that these order blocks mean something. Once one of these levels break, price is going to react violently, and you don't want to get caught in between. That being said, we are compressing slightly above this level. We have closed this 3-day candle within this level about a week and a half ago, and we're just trading right above that level now. When I scroll down onto the 4-hour, you can see just how compressed this range actually is. Now, it's important to operate and execute trades at around the extreme ends of this range, as you can see here, ever so clearly. Once price comes into the zone, every single time it reacts, whether it deviates below or holds a higher low into it, even with this flat candle here on the most recent low. The problem right now is we're chopping and compressing ever so tightly over here for the past week and a half. Now, when I scroll further into the 1-hour, we are currently printing these higher lows above the top end of that 3-day level of demand, and we're still holding that 86.8K level. Once price decides to move in either direction, I'm assuming that liquidity is going to react and we're going to reverse that move. So whether we hold this higher low here intraday and push up towards 90K, I'm going to assume that the liquidity above at around 90.6, 91.1K-ish level is going to react and reverse towards the opposite side. Naturally so. We're approaching year end. Sure, we could get a pop up to 96, but I think it's not a bad assumption to assume that whether we go lower towards the sub 85s or whether we go higher towards 91, that it can react. On the other side of the token, I did have my invalidation for shorts that we've been taking for the past couple of weeks at 91.5. So if price violently wants to break the 90K, it can go further up and take out that 91.5 liquidity that people, just like myself, was using as an invalidation for shorts on every single one of these pops within this range. Every single one of these pops. If price pushes past these highs and wants to break up towards the 93 to 94 level, you want to get a good look into that 1-day, because we haven't really seen closures above that level. If we get a 1-day closure within this level, again, just like I tried the first time, you got to assume that we're going to push up towards the high end of this level, take out some highs here at 96K, and that's where you can execute a highly convicted short. If we go towards that 85 level first, I really like that for longs, for a push up towards that zone above. If we do push down and break past the lows of this level, then I think that we're going to go ahead, sweep this 1-day level of demand low, and then look to catch a long off that, whether it be around the 77s or 75s. I think either one is a good level to anticipate. Be prepared for anything, because these intraday moves have been violent. So be safe and calculate your bets accordingly. I'm going to take a look at ETH right now. I wanted to start off with BTC there. Now on ETH, we've been compressing around this 3-day block right over here. We have a 3-day order block that when we trade above it, price is able to react accordingly. And when we trade below it, you see how price can react, right? Breaks above. Now price is compressing right in the middle of that level. At year end, when I do pull up the Monday range and the yearly open, we did already push from 2,900 to 3,050. So that's something to take note of. That was a $150 swing, and we came down to 2,917 today. So again, significant swing in price in the last day. Yearly open at around 33.35 is right above. If price wanted to get there to start up the year, wouldn't surprise me. And 3,200 is a level that I was looking at, so it wouldn't surprise me that if we do want to break above this level, that we would go higher towards that level. But again, price is compressing, and it could keep compressing. If we do sweep the Monday lows, however, and we sweep these lows here, clean it up a bit, I do think that this is an opportunity for longs on a deviation below that block for a move up towards that high. I'm going to anticipate that intraday and go from there. If we do break below, brace yourselves for 2,700. I want to jump into some indexes that I look at as well. The first one being Total 2. We are trading within the middle end of this block as well on the 4 hour. It's within a range, so it's kind of tight, as you can see here when I scroll out. We did retest this 3-day block here, this 3-day block of demand. We've been holding it, closing above, good sign, but we're compressing and for now kind of pushing up these really compressed wicks, forming a lower high potentially. If price wants to hold this block here on the 4 hour that we have been holding intraday, then I can only assume we're gonna go look to push these highs upwards, but that would coincide with BTC breaking up the 90K high that it just printed and ETH going to push the top end of that block as well that it just rejected from. If you think longs are safe, then you could take a long with your stop below the low and target the highs. If you think shorts are safe, then you could take a short with your stop above the high and aim for some lows. One position carries more risk than the other, and it's your job to calculate that risk accordingly. Let's start the year off strong. We've ended on a very, very high note, and I plan to push forward even harder next year. See you guys in the new year. Peace.